welcome to a special edition of the Sports Journal where it's all about the gentlemen. Yes, we're talking about the gentleman's game, all things cricket. And we're going to catch up with 3 of the 4 team representatives taking part in the franchise T20, which is coming up on the 29th and the 30th of October at Wanderers as well as Trusco United Sports Ground. So you want to stay tuned to this exciting edition of the Sports Journal as we get in touch with the 3 of the 4 teams taking part in the franchise cricket. We're talking all things cricket, all things franchise cricket, and I'm here joined by 3 very special people in this edition. And on my right next to me from the Mr. 24/7 Wathogs, Miss Michelle Kashaimo. Thank you very much for joining us and welcome.
Thank you very much.
Right next to her from the Namibia Innate Suppliers Bulldogs, Mr. Norbert Rangarirai. Thank you very much for joining us.
Cheers, thanks so much.
And next to him we've got Mr. Ian Deval from the King Prize Hawks. Thank you very much, Ian, for joining us.
Honored to be here.
Right, so we want to get a bit of information about what's going to be happening at the franchise cricket. But just to give you a bit of information, our franchise cricket started last year in 2017, and the idea was to get the best under-19 players and the best national team players and the best national Premier League players together to try and bridge the gap between our club cricket and our national team setup so that we can try and build a stronger cricketing nation here in Namibia. And I've got very interesting questions, and the first one is going to the King Prize Hawks, Mr. Deval. Why did you guys get involved in this franchise cricket? What do you think you want to add value, and how do you think that will happen by you guys getting involved?
Well, King Prize Namibia being a local Namibian insurance company, we've got a social responsibility towards talent development. And currently in cricket, there is a lot of undeveloped talent. So being in a position where we can actually contribute to this cause invokes a sense of patriotism. So as the old saying goes, we don't like cricket, we love it. Go Hawks.
They don't like cricket, they absolutely love it. You can see the passion. He's drawn first blood here already. I don't know if Mr. Rangarirai, are you ready for a comeback, sir? Are the Bulldogs ready for a comeback? But before we get onto that, how do you think this will evolve and it will evolve our cricket and improve our cricket technically, Mr. Rangarirai, in terms of the 2020 franchise cricket?
Obviously, after playing Premier League cricket, you need to take it a step further, and obviously franchise cricket is the number 1 stage before your national team. So obviously it's supposed to raise the standards because we're selecting our best under-19s, we're selecting our best the national team players are playing as well, and our best national league players. So altogether we're selecting 4 teams, okay, of the cream of the players, then playing against each other within those 4 teams.
So basically we're raising the standard of cricket and making sure that there's stiff competition, which will over time improve cricket in general.
Yes, definitely, because that is a level above your Premier League.
Your Premier League.
Yes.
Ms. Kashaimo, what do you think you want to take away from this, from the side of your team as well, and what do you think is there to live behind?
Okay, from our team, I would like to take nothing, but make sure that we try to leave a legacy behind, because cricket is growing slowly in Namibia, so we'd like to have it, at least have the first class of it. And like last year was the starters, this year it's going to be the second time we're going to do it, so hopefully we'll try to build a good empire for it.
A great empire for it. There you have it, folks. So the 3 people from the different teams, they are ready to rock and roll. But we're going to have a draft taking place tonight. 6:15 is the time at Wanderers Sports Club, Ian. And just a bit of information, we're going to have our marquee players, just basically our high-profile players in that draft, our national players, our under-19 players, our Premier Club players, as well as 2 First Division players. And just to round up, Mr. Rangarirai, what do you think with the composition of these group of players, what do you think needs to be done to pick the right winning combination?
Well, you obviously have to balance your teams.
Yeah.
You've got to have enough bowlers, you've got to have competent batsmen, and your team is going to be quite active in the field because 2020 is a fast game. So it's going to be interesting to see how the auction, the draft is going to work, and which players are going to be chosen to play where.
Definitely. I call 2020 cricket boom boom cricket. If I'm at the stadium, I want to see those sixes flying up and about. So in case you're wondering when the cricket is starting, the 29th and the 30th is round 1 at Wanderers Sports Club as well as Trusco United Sports Grounds. But tonight, 6:15 at Wanderers, we're doing the draw. We're going to see who's playing in what team. As you heard, the question what remains is, can the Leopards scout on the fields there, and will the Warthogs use their horns to rev up everybody else on the park? And can the King prize Hawks so high above everybody else? And will the Bulldogs only be barking and without biting? It's the questions that all need to be answered when the franchise cricket kicks off. And that's all we had time for, unfortunately, this time around. But thank you for joining us. It's an absolute pleasure having you guys around.
Cheers. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
There you have it, folks. See you at the 2020 cricket.